There are a few races on the Formula One calendar that carry weight beyond the points they offer, tracks that seem to hold the soul of motorsport within their curves. Spa-Francorchamps is one of them. Nestled deep in Belgium's Ardennes forest, this legendary circuit has been home to some of the sport's most iconic moments, scariest crashes, and jaw-dropping displays of courage. And in 2025, with the world of F1 in absolute turmoil, Christian Horner sacked, Max Verstappen's future in doubt, and the title fight wide open, Spa may be the stage where it all explodes. The 2025 Belgian Grand Prix isn't just another race. It's a turning point in a season that's already rewriting the rulebook. Spa isn't just a racetrack, it's a monument to bravery. First run in 1925, the Belgian Grand Prix is one of the oldest on the F1 calendar. The original Spa layout was a 14-kilometer triangle of public roads that slashed through forests and villages at terrifying speeds. Over the decades, the circuit has evolved, with modern safety standards trimming it to just over 7 kilometers, but the essence remains. Corners like Eau Rouge and Radillon are still the ultimate test of driver commitment. The Kemmel Straight, the double left at Pouhon, the brutal bus stop chicane, every part of this track demands precision and nerve. Senna, Schumacher, Raikkonen, and Hamilton have all etched their names into Spa's mythos. But it's not just history, it's danger too. The track's elevation changes, narrow exits, and unpredictable weather have led to several terrifying accidents, most notably the fatal crash of Antoine Hubert in 2019. In 2025, despite improvements, Spa still commands respect. One mistake, and your weekend is over. It's official. Red Bull Racing, the most dominant team in the hybrid era, has hit a historic boiling point. After months of scandal, investigations, and behind-the-scenes chaos, Christian Horner has been sacked. The decision comes mid-season, in one of the most seismic shakeups F1 has seen in years. Once seen as untouchable, Horner's downfall began with internal complaints, spiraled into a media firestorm, and ended with his dismissal by Red Bull GmbH in Austria. His exit not only leaves a leadership vacuum, but signals the end of the most stable era in the team's history. And stepping into that high-pressure void is Laurent Mekies, yes, the former Ferrari deputy, who had only just begun reshaping the RB Junior team at Visa Cash App RB. Now elevated to the main team, Mekies becomes the new team principal of Red Bull Racing, a stunning promotion and a daunting challenge all at once. But leadership is only part of the unraveling story. Adrian Newey, the architect of Red Bull's aerodynamic dominance, has already walked out the door and officially signed with Aston Martin. No longer just a rumor, the most influential designer in modern F1 is now working alongside Dan Fallows and Fernando Alonso to build Aston's 2026 car. The timing couldn't be worse for Red Bull, with new regulations on the horizon and teams preparing for a seismic shift in engine and chassis concepts. Losing Newey is more than a technical hit. It's a cultural one. His departure has left the RB21's development direction in flux, and Red Bull's next-generation design team, while talented, is untested without Newey's genius guiding the philosophy. And in the center of all this is Max Verstappen. The four-time world champion is still leading the standings, still winning races, but his future is no longer a foregone conclusion. For the first time since joining Red Bull, Max is no longer surrounded by the same leadership that helped sculpt his career. Horner is gone. Newey has left. Helmut Marko is reportedly distancing himself from day-to-day influence. Verstappen's public comments have been increasingly sharp. When asked about the chaos, he said, "I just want to focus on driving, but obviously it affects everyone." That's not a deflection, it's a warning shot. And now, rumors of a potential move to Mercedes have reignited. Toto Wolff has remained unusually open about his interest, and with Lewis Hamilton now at Ferrari. Mekies will need to do more than just stabilize the garage. He needs to rebuild trust, restore unity, and reignite development, all under the spotlight of a team that's expected to win every race. Meanwhile, Spa-Francorchamps, a high-speed, high-stakes circuit where Verstappen has been untouchable in the past, may expose just how fragile things have become. Yes, the RB21 is still fast, but this weekend, it's not just about pace, it's about control. And right now, Red Bull looks like a team that's losing it. This year's F1 grid is one of the most dynamic and talent-packed we've seen in over a decade. At Mercedes, George Russell has fully emerged as the team leader, finally shedding the shadow of Lewis Hamilton, who left for Ferrari. Alongside Russell, teenage sensation Kimi Antonelli is turning heads. The Italian prodigy, fresh out of F2, has shown raw pace and astonishing maturity, and Spa, fast, unforgiving, and historic, is the perfect stage for him to prove he belongs. Ferrari, meanwhile, boasts the all-star duo of Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Though results have been mixed, the car is improving and their qualifying pace is lethal. At McLaren, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri continue to impress, with Norris especially now regularly challenging for pole positions. Aston Martin is fading, with Alonso carrying a struggling car and Stroll still under fire. And don't forget the chaos of the midfield. Haas, with Oliver Behrman making headlines, Williams pushing through with Albon, and Sauber slowly transitioning into Audi with Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto. Every team has a story. Every driver has something to prove. Mercedes are back, not dominating, but definitely in the fight. After a brutal 2023 and a rocky 2024, the team has finally hit the sweet spot with its W16 chassis. The key was abandoning their zero-pod philosophy completely and focusing on mechanical grip and tire consistency. The result is a car that may not always qualify at the front, but almost always finishes there. George Russell has been masterful, cool under pressure, tactically sharp, and fast in all conditions. Meanwhile, Kimi Antonelli has been a revelation. At just 18, the Italian has shown poise beyond his years. McLaren-Ferrari is arguably the most exciting battle on the grid right now. Both teams have the pace, both have brilliant drivers, but only one seems to consistently make the right calls. McLaren's evolution under Andrea Stella has been remarkable. The car is nimble in corners and explosive on exits, perfect for Spa's Sector 2. Lando Norris has found another gear, regularly challenging Red Bull on merit. Oscar Piastri, quieter in 2025, remains deadly in qualifying. Ferrari, meanwhile, is still haunted by strategy ghosts. Despite a strong lineup in Leclerc and Hamilton and massive upgrades to their aero package, the team has stumbled with pit stops and tire choices all year. Spa's chaos could punish indecision. But if they finally get it right, this could be Ferrari's most important win. So what happens when the lights go out? Realistically, Verstappen is still the favorite. Spa is his home turf. He grew up just across the border, and he's won here multiple times. But this year, he's vulnerable. Mercedes will challenge. McLaren could pounce. Ferrari might finally deliver. And if the rain comes, really comes, anything is possible. Expect at least one red flag. Expect safety cars. Expect strategy chaos. But most of all, expect drama. This could be the moment the 2025 title fight flips on its head. Spa is where legends are born and dynasties are tested. In 2025, as the F1 world spins through scandals, rising stars, and shifting alliances, the Belgian Grand Prix stands tall as the ultimate proving ground. With Horner gone, Verstappen cornered, Mercedes rising, and rain waiting to fall, we're staring down one of the most unpredictable and explosive races in years. So buckle up. This isn't just another Grand Prix. This is Spa, and it never disappoints.